Hello, this is Beta Ray Ben for Pixel Spank, and today I'm playing The Blues Brothers on SNES, which, it's a great film. I don't know how it lends itself to an early game like this, but let's find out. I'm particularly fond of this intro scene here. Just completely generic scrolling background. If you look at it for too long, will make you ill. The Blues Brothers. I can't remember if the film had that logo or not. Might have. Who knows? And right, start to play or select for options. Current sound mode stereo. Weirdly, the main difference seems to be that monaural is louder, which makes me think that my headphones are unbalanced somehow. But I'll stick with stereo, and that's it. So I watched The Blues Brothers not long ago. You've got one of them's Elwood, and I feel like the other one's called Ray, but I don't think that's right. It's definitely Elwood. Is one of them. Alright, we ready for this? Is it going to be a side-scrolling platformer? Of course it is. It's the only game that ever existed. Buddy, you... Okay. Okay, well this is weird. Got a set amount of things. I'm pretty sure this is a two-player game. But I'm sure it's also single player, but it seems to be that the other character is on screen and I can't do anything about that. The game won't let me scroll. It's not only is it a single player game that's locked into two players, it's also put me as the second player essentially, because I can't make the screen move. Well, this is hugely disappointing. What a waste of a video. I've got an idea. It's risky, but it might pan out. Now, I could just go and get another controller, but I'm too lazy for that. So what I've done is I've swapped the port. Oh god. I'm just going to keep swapping back and forth in a hop swap fashion. Eventually, oh shit! Right, it will be difficult, but it is doable. Just by quickly swapping back and forth. No, defend your brother. There we go. Alright. Is that... Okay, so this is like a Mario-style mushroom power-up then. It just sort of gives you a bonus health. I regret dying immediately because I'd like to see what either the other character looks like with it, or if you can get two of them. This is an easier system, isn't it? If I just push him forward at this incredibly slow pace. Also, like, you know, they thought that like New Super Mario Bros was doing something impressive. This did it before. 2 players simultaneous multiplayer. It's deeply impressive. I've only got 8 seconds left on the clock. See, it's even managed to get the infuriating thing where you can't attack through your. Oh, I died. All right, let's try that again. All right, I'll quickly swap. The thing that makes this even more difficult is that I've not got... I could just go and get a second controller. It wouldn't be that hard. And my HDMI and power collector, they are only loosely attached, so I could easily accidentally detach them. Right, let's get that power up. Good. It's Elwood and Jake. I've got buff Elwood now. Let's get a burly Jake in there as well. Make the jump. There we are. Swap places. In theory, this would be easier with another controller, wouldn't it? But I'm just not willing to to go and get one. Just keep doing that. Fuck you. And swap it back. This is the most work anyone has ever put into playing this game, I would surmise. The thing is, this feels like it's an error, doesn't it? Like the game should just give you an option to play one player, but maybe it is like 2 player only. Ah! I thought that might be the end of the level. It might have put more time on the clock. It's going nuts with the collectibles, isn't it? Just to make matters harder, you can't throw through your teammate. Alright, is that golden jukebox the end of the level? I think it is. I don't know what to do though. So I just have to be next to each other when I jump on it? Yeah, we just have to both touch it. And behold, you get a big white note for some reason. Is that in reference to the racist redneck band they go to? Okay, good. It seems to be the same forest we're in. Where we're fighting giant snails. Oh shit. Actions like that make it way more difficult. I think that did him. You keep bouncing there. I'll swap over. Oh, yeah, I could use that method of just pushing my partner along, but I think that actually takes longer in the long run, doesn't it? Alright, let's move over with him. And back and forth again. The weird thing is, this seems to be like an alright kind of game. I feel like it might be quite good with 2 people, in all honesty. It seems a little bit harsh on some notes of the platforming, but I do like the element of having the attacks the way they have them. Okay. Elwood, Jake, can you make that? Yeah, you can. Best song from the Blue Brothers, I would argue, Millie the Moocher. Howdy, howdy, howdy ho, you know that one, that's how it goes. Oh, there's a bear trap down there. Thank God you seem to have just a ludicrous amount of health in this game. But the one thing I haven't done is come near to death. And interestingly, you have separate health bars. So I'm wondering what happens when one player dies. Ah, shit. This isn't a left to right level. The jukebox could be anywhere to get out. This makes things tremendously more difficult. I wonder if falling kills you. I was about to find out, but you know, let's find out. Okay, interesting. Well, this makes the game significantly easier to play now, doesn't it? I reckon I gotta go up there. I can see in the clouds an alternative route, but I can't get there on my own with 5 seconds on the clock. I died anyway. Right, I now know what I have to do, and it's not entirely difficult. I've just got to maintain supremacy on the top ring. That's the key. Oh bollocks! The fly's got me. Oh, fuck that one up. Can you believe I did that twice in a row? The first time I played for this level, that happened. It's not just me, but the timer does seem a bit short, doesn't it? I find normally timers in these platform games are like really generous, and you do well to ever actually hit them. But on this one, I seem to be always brushing up against it. Makes me think there might be some way around it. See, if I was a smarter man, I would now just sacrifice one of my Blues brothers. Although, I suspect you actually probably need them to carry on, don't you? Okay, oh, how am I going to do this platforming? This will be difficult, won't it? Because I can't Right, I need to leave him there. Switch over to Jake. Get some bounce. Right, I'll fuck that up. Well, Jake's dead, so... I mean, I didn't make the jump anyway, so it's irrelevant. Or do I need to get both of them to do it anyway? Maybe that's the answer. Oh, I've got 50 seconds on the clock. Oh, I'm invincible. I've got 50 seconds on the clock to do this in. Which should be possible. Why have they got to get to jukeboxes for the game? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Do enemies respawn? Sometimes they do, is the answer I've come up with. Right, 30 seconds. To do some fairly easy platforming. Oh, bollocks. I should point out, you don't have to just like press the jump button to get them to work. You have to just bounce on them 3 times and you'll go higher. I don't know if you can time the jump to make it work better. Oh, fuck me. I'm going to stop. I'm calling this one early. That's not a proper look at Blues Brothers, was it? I'm just going to start this over again. Just to find out if I accidentally pressed 2 players or not. Because I don't think I did. I mean, there wasn't a menu. Titus presents. Press start to play. It feels like this could be a select screen, doesn't it? But it's not. And yeah, so it is 2 player. Normally, SNES games, if it was 2 player and you didn't have 2 controllers plugged in, it just wouldn't work. Let's do some research. Right. It's weird. I'm on Wikipedia for this game, and it's very short. Pretty much all it says is the game can be played by 2 players simultaneously, but it doesn't say the game has to be played. It's weird. Characters have the ability to pick up boxes to throw them at enemies. Nope. Each level is a variation on the jumping theme, with the characters finding a necessary attribute, e.g. guitar, somewhere in a level. Final level ends on stage. I'm not even convinced it's the Wikipedia game for the article for the right game, because it seems to me that it's been released. This game was released on IBM PC, Amstrad CPC, Amiga, Commodore 64, the Atari ST in 1991, then a year later on the NES, and then a year after that on the SNES, and also on the Game Boy in 1992. But normally when you get a game released that many times, there'll be subtle variations in them, but they'll all be terrible. Oh well, I'm not touching any more of it. I don't really recognise the music, but it's not bad though, so I'll give it credit for that. Quite like the character models as well. Other than that, it's awful, isn't it? No, it would be good with 2 people, I think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.